Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and this is just part 2 of, was it Monday, August 12th report, just on cannabis, and I'm going to get into gold now. I don't want to make the videos too long, because it's impossible to upload them, so this is my second part. So, before we get into this, please subscribe, give me thumbs up, and I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. Buy yourself, you did your research, your due diligence, and you like the investment you're pursuing. So what's up? Okay, so gold it's going up a little bit. It's kind of weird actually. The crude and gold both went up today, so there's a lot of fear in the market right now. But on a Monday, I'm hearing things that you don't want to make too much react on a Monday or Friday. Just let taper into the week, because sometimes things over the weekend can kind of cause some volatility, and it's kind of got to take it by year. So silver's at $17. And crude's around close to 55. So I think as soon as it gets past 55, and then it could go up to close to 59. I think that's what some of these chart guys who are really serious about oil are saying. I just have a very long out expiration with with Suncor. Because why do I got Suncor calls till December? Because they do $6 billion in net income, and their PE's at 10, so their market cap's around 60. So if the oil goes back up, then it's gonna help their price. But if it does stay around 55, that's not very beneficial for their. That's why I'm thinking that it's gonna go to 65, 70. And all that good stuff, and then my $40 strike will be worth maybe I paid $1.50, maybe it'll be worth 500, maybe it'll be worth 1,000, maybe 1,500. If it goes to $55 or something like that. Now even if it hits $40 soon, then I can sell it at a premium, because people are buying. It's a coupon, right? When you're buying a call or a put, you're buying a coupon. You're buying the option to be able to buy that stock at a certain price. I don't need to buy that stock at a certain price. I can sell it to someone else who wants to buy my coupon. Now, if you're buying a put, you want, say when Tilray hits $300, say it hits $300, I'd be really effing happy if it hits $300 before September 18th, because I got 2 calls. But even if it hits $300 even before December, I'd be happy. So it is what it is. We will see. But if it does that, that'd be very money. But okay, so saying that it hits $300, okay, and you see that top hit, and you think, oh my god, this thing's way too overvalued based on no fundamentals making sense. Then you can you could buy a put at say $220, good for 3 months. So that gives you lots of time to be right on your prediction, right? So say Tilray goes all the way down to $100 in that time. So say you paid maybe, I don't know, $400, $500 for a 3-month put at $220, and it goes all the way down from $220 to when it's at $300, but it goes all the way down from your $220 put all the way down to $100. Well, then your put's going to be worth $12,000, and you paid $400 or $500. So you don't need to be right all the time, and you can make a lot of money. Now, we are in a very volatile sector in the cannabis industry, and it's going to become less volatile over years. But the smart money is profiting from all the volatility. So, but they got, so that's kind of my game plan. If Tilray goes up really high or CANNABIS goes up really high and it just looks too high, then I'm gonna have some long-term puts. So like say November, December, it's gonna go up really high, then I'm gonna have puts all the way out to say like June, July, or August, right? The more time on them, the more you're gonna pay. So how many options contracts have I done in my life? Like how many trades? Because you can buy like 3 or 4, you can buy 100 contracts at a time. So the most contracts I've ever bought at one time is I think 7, and that was for a small stock. I should have bought a lot of Zine calls. That stock really blew up, and I sold them a little too early, but I still made good money on Zine calls. Yeah, I've tried to make money on Apple, and I tried Adobe and Constellation brands, and it was like lose a little bit of money on their contract on a few of them, or I made nothing or something like that. But there was always like with Constellation brands, it went up like a lot at a certain time, and then so the premium was really expensive. So if I would have just sold it, I would have made money. But I sold it late, so I lost a little bit of money, I think. But I think I've made money on Apple calls, but you know, that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. So you know, I wanted to learn to play the big SPY companies, but they trade really hard. You know, they trade a lot differently than cannabis stocks. So it's a learning curve, right? But I think in the future I am going to be a master in this. It may take me 6 months, it may take me a year. I am by no means a master at options trader. I am absolutely not a master at options trading. And you know, I could just focus on just buying and selling stock, and I would be a better investor. But you know, the market's I want to be in this market for a long time. So the more things that I can be good at, and it's a tool. If you use a put or you use a call, you can also have, say, like you had 1,000 shares of a big board stock, and you want to make premium off of it. You can sell your contracts to people like me who would be buying them, and then if the price doesn't go below that or above that based on a call or a put, then you still own your shares after the expiration contract ends. So these are tools that I think if you want to be a long-term investor, if you want to be in this game for a long time, I don't think it hurts to know these. But playing them with big money when you don't know the game and you don't understand what you're doing it's playing with fire. That's why when I first started playing contracts, I was playing, like, the most I was $150. I put like $500 in my account at the first, because what happens to 99% of options traders is they lose their money super fast. So I just want to play really, like, and you don't want to do short-term contracts. You want to have long-term contracts. I mean, if you're more advanced, then yeah, you can do short-term contracts here and there, but even the best, they lose on their short-term contracts. I mean, you're gonna lose on long-term contracts as well. But even if you can reap back like a certain amount of money, say like you put $150 out for some call and you don't win on that contract, but you still like salvage like 50 or 70% of your contract, so it doesn't expire worthless. That's like a way of retaining your profits, like in the game. Like, it's all about like revenue. It's you got, like, the way I'm looking at it, and I never thought about this, but it's the same as a business, you know. You got these companies, you're looking at the revenues, right? So you're like, oh my god, this company made $50 million in revenues, but their cost for their sale to get those sales was maybe 70 million or something like that. So they end up doing like a $20 million loss. Well, that's no effing good. So that's the basis of things. Now, if you made $50 million and you only spent $30 million, well, you're making a $20 million profits. So that's the basis of things. Like, so whenever you got like whatever revenues you are, like, you're putting money into this game and you want to get as much revenues back. So sometimes you're only going to get like 40%, maybe you're going to get, maybe this other one you're going to get 500%, or you're going to get 1,000% or 2,000% or more. But not everyone's going to be like that. So that's where I don't recommend it. Trust me, I don't recommend people getting into options. And my dad was like, I was telling my dad about options yesterday, and he was like, that's gambling. And I'm like, yeah, well, you know, there's people that know how to count cards and they make money, and there's people that know how to play options and they make money. So just because the majority of people lose money, it's the same as the stock market. The majority of people lose money. Yeah, it's more risky in options as well. But anyways, I'm not a master at options trading, so I mean, don't take my advice for options trading. But I am gonna talk about options trading from time to time, because it's just you know, you can just take it as a thought. You know, say it would be like, oh, okay, I'm buying some Tilray calls because I think it's gonna go up, and then you can do your own research and you can look at Tilray and you can be like, yeah, I think it's actually gonna go up, and you could buy 50 or 100 shares of Tilray tomorrow and be like, yeah, I think it's gonna go up. And then you could sell it when it goes up 10 or 20%, and you make your 10 or 20% after your commissions, and then you're winning. So that's the whole thing. I am not if you're gonna watch my YouTube and expect that I'm just gonna like hand feed you and like tell you what to invest and what not to invest, you're watching the wrong channel. But if you want to learn about investing and what I'm buying and what I think about different companies, then that's what I'm about. So I'm happy to have you guys here. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I'm gonna do this video right now. I'm at Village Farms right now. It goes with a thing. I'm just on a car raid. So I have done the Village Farms video before, but it's a sunny day and I think I can probably do a better video now, so I'm gonna do it again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Keep compounding your info, listen to my lingo, and I'm out. Peace.